You'll never die. Be one of us.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I've got another collector's set 4K Steelbook edition to open for you and show you. And it is for the 1987 classic movie, The Lost Boys. So, let's have a little chat about this movie. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what the 4K transfer is like and all that sort of stuff. I'll give you my appraisal on the entire package. Okay, yeah, so welcome back, everyone. So, yes, The Lost Boys. Now, I grew up with this film. I'll be honest, my brothers introduced me to it. One of my brothers, he bought me it as a birthday gift, VHS. I was like, oh, what's this rubbish? I put it in, I watched it, and I was hooked. It's a fantastic, fantastic movie. Starring Kiefer Sutherland, Jason Patric, Corey Haim, Corey Feldman, and the like, Alex Winter as well, you know, Bill and Ted, he's in it as a vampire. So, yeah, this just came out. This is from Zavvi. So let's take a look at it. Let's have a look at the back first. So that's the front of the box, as you can see. That is a J card in there, which we'll take away in a minute. But let's have a look at what this set contains. 4K Ultra HD Ultimate Collector's Set, exclusive steelbook, film on 4K and Blu-ray, a 32-page book, two-sided poster, 8 colourful character cards. Special features, commentary by director Joel Schumacher. Also on the Blu-ray, additional scenes, The Lost Boys, a retrospective documentary, the return of Sam and the Frog Brothers, the two Corys and Jamison, Newlander, multi-angle video commentary, Vamping Out, the undead creations of Greg Canham, Inside the Vampire's Cave, 4 featurettes, Hamster and Feldog, the story of the two Corys, Lou Graham, Lost in the Shadows music video, A World of Vampires, interactive map and theatrical trailer. So you get all that on it. So there's a wealth of bonus content and all this sort of thing. It does have a fabulous soundtrack. I do have the CD. Yes, CD. It's a bit old now, isn't it? But I do have the CD soundtrack for this film, and it is fabulous. It's got a wonderful soundtrack. So not only is it a good, fast-paced, well-written movie with great characters, great dialogue, it's also got a fantastic soundtrack to boot. Yes. So I'm going to adjust the camera and let us take a gander.
Help me! Stay back! Stay back! Help me! My own brother, a vampire. You wait till Mom finds out, buddy.
Okay, so as you can see, here we have the box itself. Apologies for the reflection, and that'll probably go when I remove the plastic. But let's remove the plastic now and see if I can get rid of that. Come on. Where are you? There we go. So I will say one thing for Zavvi. Again, this was well packaged. It was a decent box that it was in. Yeah, so I can't knock them for that. So here we go. So here's the box. It's a nice glossy box with Kiefer Sutherland's character on the front. Lost Boys. That is a sticker there. 15 rating. And the J card is glued into place. So let's remove that J card. And I am about to sneeze. So, bless me, forgive me. This is what I hate. This is what I hate. Is you always get a bit of creasing on the J card. And look, I've pulled a bit of the bloody plastic off as well. Oh, how bad is that? Oh. Anyway, a little bit of red felt tip on that. I felt that go. So if you have got this, please be careful with opening it because this J card is horrible. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to remove the J card any more than that because I've already ripped it. Bloody hell. It came away on that glue because that is some strong, strong glue. So please, if you have got this, like I said, be very careful taking this J card off. I am not removing that J card any more than what I have done. But as you can see, there's the top there. The Lost Boys. There's the side with a sticker there. There's the underside. And there's the little bloody thing I've done. So I'm going to stick that back down. And then I'll completely forget about it because the J card's glued back on. And I shall never remove it again. So let's look at the contents, shall we? But first of all, yes, there's the lovely box. Nice, solid box that is. Very good. But there we go. So let's have a look at what we get inside. I'm going to take a look at the steelbook first. So here's the steelbook. As you can see, that's Jason Patrick's character on the front. And in a reflection of his sunglasses, the scene where they're hanging from the underside of the railway bridge. A nice sort of blue and red contrast there with the title. Yeah, it's very much a sort of matte finish to it. And on the back, yes, the little bit of reflective in the middle of that, but that's where he's eating the noodles and they turn out to be worms, that sort of thing, the rice and the maggots and all that rubbish.
How are those maggots?
Let's have a look at the front and back together in one. I had a loose disc in there and that just rolled out. This isn't going very well, is it? So the disc, the Blu-ray disc is just a plain disc. So no artwork on that, that's unfortunate. But that's the front and back together. As for the interior, they're your two discs anyway. At least they're a different colour, I suppose. And not one of them's not blue. But you've got interior image there from when they're in the vampires' dwellings. Yeah, so that's the Blu-ray slotting back in, and that is the 4K there. So, what do we have here? Let's take a look at the book last. So in here, on these nice little square-bound envelope pack things, let's open it up. We've got a poster, which we shall look at momentarily. But we've got some art cards, character art cards. So the first one here is of David. Kiefer Sutherland. That's the back, just with a little Warner Brother logo at the bottom. And then you've got Marco. That's Alex Winter, Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted fame. Max. There. Star. Michael. Michael's grandpa. Lucy, and last but not least, Sam and the Frog Brothers. Yeah, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 art cards in there. I like the sort of, you know, how it goes from blues to purples to reds. So I suppose that's sort of like the bad guys, sort of middle of the road, and the good guys. That's how I'm seeing it anyway. That's my perception of it. So they all sit in there. That's wonderful. It's very nice. I like that. The poster, like I said, we'll look at when I readjust the camera. But let's take a look at the book that comes in here also. I like this because it's done very much like a sort of comic book cover. As you know, Sam in the film, he's very much into vampire. Well, he's into comics and that sort of thing, and he ends up getting vampire comics. So this is done as a sort of a vampire comic front cover type thing. That's the back there. It's nice and square bound along there, and inside we get photos and some text. Not too much text, some very big pictures, actors and character names there with images. So it's more of a picture book, to be honest, which is a shame. I would love it to have been filled with a lot more text. It feels like I'm getting something more substantial with a lot more work put into it. But it's got a little amount, you know, it ain't going to take the longest to read this. You'll be done with it in 10 minutes. But still a nice little book, nonetheless. Yeah, so as for the poster, as I promised, I will open it up and show you. It's a double-sided poster, and on the front we have that there, which is the classic poster for The Lost Boys. That's the one that I know more than anything else. And on the back, I don't know, is this like a Japanese poster or something? Or Korean or something? I don't know. Like that. So yeah, two-sided poster. So, you know, you got a nice book in there. You got some nice art cards. A lovely box that, let's not talk about what happened to the box. That didn't happen. But yeah, so all in all, a nice set. Now, it was quite an expensive set, yes. But I'm going to go away now and I'm going to take a look at the quality of the picture. I'm going to watch the film, give you my thoughts on the quality of it. And I'll be back in I'll be back for you in momentarily, like a snap of a finger. But for me, it'll be a couple of hours. So I'll see you then.
Okay, boys, let's go. You two, go up the boardwalk.
So I'm back. I've done my stint watching the film, and what can I say? Okay, first of all, I'll let you know my setup. Now, I don't have surround sound or anything like that. I just have a sound bar. I'm very basic like that. 75-inch, obviously 4K HDR TV and all that nonsense. What does this have for sound on it? I don't know. The 4K, Dolby Digital, Ultra Premium, Dolby Audio, DTS HD Master Audio. I'm just reading the back, the little print there, what it has. But there you go, that might mean something. Okay, so that means I'm not clued up on this stuff. I truly am not. I am a layman when it comes to that sort of thing. Right, so I'm watching for a 75-inch TV with a sound bar. Right, I can tell you that the sound was great. It sounded a lot better than what I've heard it before, and the picture looked fabulous. This film has definitely benefited from a 4K transfer. There's a small amount of grain in places, nothing too in depth, but it's not a wash clean sort of, you know. So, but the grain's not over empowering. Do you know what I mean? It's very subtle, but it's still there, and that's a good thing, because when you get a clean slate of something, sometimes it doesn't work. And this is quite a gritty film, and it should remain in that way. I'm not really selling it here, am I? No, it looks wonderful. It's the best I've ever seen the film look. The darks are very dark, you know, the blacks are deep. The colours pop off the screen when you have the colours. An all-round, a wonderful, wonderful experience. I've really enjoyed my revisit of this. As of late, I mean, you know, I will say that I enjoyed my revisit of Star Trek. I've enjoyed my revisit of this. And there was another one, Christ Almighty, I can't remember it. I watched it, I opened it, watched it a couple of weeks ago and done a review on it. Dog Soldiers, I just had to look up there and it's up there. Dog Soldiers. These older sort of films are really benefiting from these 4K transfers. And that I love, I really do. You know, I'm seeing some of these older films looking fresh and new, and it's really nice. It's nice to see, and this one is no exception. The Lost Boys, really good. And if you haven't seen the film, I don't see how you cannot like this movie. It's just fantastic. You know, it's one of those films from the 80s, from that era that I grew up with, and just that stays with you. It is such a powerful film and such a fun film, and yes, just I can't fault it at all. This is Joel Schumacher. on top of his game. Forget about when he done the Batmans. This is him in like this and falling down. This is him top of his game, and it's fantastic. Anyway, that's it. That's my talk about this. I'm very happy with its release. It's I would recommend it to anyone, and that's it. It's AJ. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you on the next one. Take care all, and goodbye.
Ooh, you smell like garlic.